We've had a mixed track record when it comes to Etsy, because for every cool thing that we found in the past, there's something equally horrible that is also lurking on the site. But this time around, we have a game plan. On one end, we're going to be building the most mid PC of all time using the Steam hardware survey as well as best-selling on Amazon and Newegg. But then we're going to be spicing it up with some accessories and accoutrements from Etsy.com. What could possibly go wrong? Getting flashbacks to the Charmander PC. Eloquently share my thoughts on it. Now you'll see that when choosing the most average PC, you're gonna get some components that are decidedly not a good idea. So take our graphics card. So this is a GeForce 3060. So that is by far the most popular GPU in the Steam hardware survey. Makes sense, it's a pretty decent mid-range card from a few years ago. However, that version is the 8 gig, which you literally just can't buy anymore. So the obvious choice if you were buying this today would be the 12 gig. Same thing goes for the CPU. It's actually a little bit of an odd choice. So this is the Intel Core i5-10600K. You'll probably be sensing a little bit of a trend here in that the average PC on Steam is a couple of years old, which makes a lot of sense. But this is still quite a reasonable CPU. It's gonna have a lot of performance, and it actually goes for a lot of our other components. But at the end of this, I wanna find out how good is the average Steam user's PC setup. Now it's time to actually build this most average PC, and to complete the package, we're going to be grabbing a bunch of the best-selling accessories that go along with it. So we have mouse, keyboard, monitor, which best matches the actual performance that you're gonna get out of a 1080p display that is used by the majority of Steam users. Starting with this, the Razer Ornata V3 gaming keyboard. And it's, well, it's not great. Sounds like a bag of bones. Hey, where's the mouse? Did I forget to buy the best-selling mouse from Amazon? Oh wow, look at that! A G502 Hero, the best-selling mouse on Amazon that I definitely already had and didn't forget to order. Ha ha ha, look at that! Real talk though, this actually is one of the best-selling mice for a reason. It doesn't look super exciting, but it is a very competent mouse for not a lot of money. Mouse is good, keyboard is fine if you have no taste. To round out the boring setup, we have the most popular monitor, which actually I think might be good, unlike some of this other stuff, which is a little bit questionable. Now, it's always a test when you pick up a cheap monitor. How light is it? Oh, it's not ultra super light, it's just regular light. I mean, that seems fine, right? 90 bucks? Let's start looking at some Etsy items and let's begin upgrading this setup into something that you can actually be proud of. Okay, so I'm gonna start out real broad. We're just gonna type in gaming PC. Now, I do not want to purchase an actual gaming PC, which I know there are plenty of. So this is a 1.3-inch OLED that you can plug into your PC as an accessory. So they've got here like Ethereum pricing, but you also can see like your CPU or GPU temperature or something. That's really neat. What is an ICE PC set? ICE theme decoration for your PC. So basically it's a whole icy setup that you can magnetically attach to your PC. That's actually kind of neat. This is so sick, absolutely. I hope that we have a white case, right? A Glorious Model O wireless charging dock. Oh, that's neat. So instead of using Qi or something, when you actually do it, it will attach the mouse to the top. That's really sick. Create your own custom printed RGB GPU backplate. Oh yeah, we should do this. That's actually really cool. So it looks like it's got like RGB built into the actual backplate. If we can use Etsy to take the most mid PC of all time and turn it into something which not only is super functional, but also looks really cool, man, 2 thumbs up for this. I'm excited. We're finding so much good stuff here. Oh God. It's cat ears, tail, and feet for your PC. You know what, we were doing so good with this aesthetic sort of pics, and now we're just gonna throw it all away. Look at this boring setup. If only we had a wide variety of wonderful items from Etsy to make it less boring and less normal. Oh wait, we do. This first one, I saw it on Etsy and I was like, you know what? I need this in my life. And I would argue a lot of gamers probably need this in their lives too. And no, it's not deodorant. Behold, my friends, the one and only Smells Like Video Game Rage candle. Now, you might ask, what Austin does video game rage smell like? And to that I would say, like a candle. Okay. Hey, okay.
Is this a fire hazard having it like right next to your PC?
Candles have never caused, are you trying to insinuate that candles could start fires? Boy, I really do not have any.
Ooh, maybe not over the fire. Don't put that over the fire.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, wait, all your followers. Did someone somehow figure out who I am based on placing an order for a bunch of PC parts on Etsy under the name Austin Evans?
What? You're not Pierluigi? What?
I forgot to order as Pierluigi. That was very nice, Zeke. Thank you for giving us some extra bonuses. I can't be mean to you because you wrote a nice note.
You can still be mean to him.
No.
All right, can I be mean to him?
Apparently, if you scan the QR code, you get 35% off. Yeah, you can be mean. That's fine.
Yes.
So this is what we actually ordered. So this should go something like this on the bottom of our system.
Damn it, Zeke. It's good. I can't roast you.
That's legitimately terrific. That's really, really cool. Wait a minute. Am I about to put a huge amount of white accessories into a black case? I hope that we have a white case, right? So after unboxing most of our Etsy items, I realized that with a black case and all white accessories, I made a little boo-boo. So it's time to go back to the drawing board and see how we can fix this. Also, did I just say boo-boo unironically? Ooh, that smells like success, my friends. Welcome to the most boring gaming PC, or so it was. Because now, I've got to say that when you look at the Etsyified system we have built here, it is one of the coolest PCs I've ever built. And by me, I mean, y'all did most of the work because I got frustrated yesterday. So, since we originally built the system, we obviously swapped it out to the white version of the Corsair case because I forgot to order the white one to begin with. So that part's fine. We had to swap the motherboard because the super cheapo board that we originally worked with had no RGB headers whatsoever. Between that, between our desk mat, between our fact that we did have to swap the keyboard because when we realized the Razer keyboard didn't have easily swappable keycaps, we swapped over to this, which is the Royal Kludge. We have our full unknown set of keycaps, and by full, I mean just the QWERTY ones. All that was left was we had to swap out the cooler because some of our accessories, we later realized after we ordered them, were meant for an AIO and not a air cooler, which is fine because look how lovely this is. Okay, let me walk you through all the things we've done here. So, starting out with, we have all of these icicles. So this is all purchased from a single Etsy seller. So we have them along the top, we have them along our AIO tubing, we have it on our AIO pump, on the fans. Those are actually really cool because it's not only a grill, but also it has the little spikes. We have them on the bottom, and on top of that, we have augmented it with some actual legitimate real crystals. We have a large amount of overclock logos everywhere. In fact, even on our desk mat. So if you're a big fan of overclock media and white, then this is the system for you. Might describe myself right now, maybe. But you know what? It's fine. So we've got ourselves this bottom display. So it has a small 3.5-inch display that has, we've got programs with a little Pikachu set up so we can see CPU, temperature, SSD, that kind of stuff. But it also does have the overclock logo etched in it, and it has some LEDs inside. We also have a custom LED backplate for our RTX 3060. So this is specifically designed for the MSI card, so it just attaches right like that. On top of that, we also have some of these overclocked fan shrouds, which was actually kindly given it to us by one of the Etsy sellers who recognized the channel, so shout out. Oh God, did I just do the blessed? Blessings? Is this a silly setup and way too much work for the most boring computer? Absolutely. Does it look sick? Yes. And look at the giant overclock logo, which is our GPU support. The GPU does not need a support, but it's a full 3D printed overclock logo. How cool is that? Not to mention the fact, in case you forget my name, it's right here. Oh, and we've got this really, really dumb little cart for the PC, which I will say, not a big fan of. But luckily, all of this was very affordable. It was priceless. Wait, we didn't spend more on Etsy than we did building the PC, did we?
Well, the PC, including all the accessories, so that's including the headphones, the mouse, the
whole
keyboard,
setup.
The whole setup
Yep.
is a little bit, it's $1,100.
We spent $1,100 on the most average piece. I mean, to be fair, it is monitor and everything, but okay.
All the Etsy stuff was over $800, and that's including all the various discounts that Etsy was like, hey, since you're spending so much, you want a discount on stuff?
So you're telling me that we spent over $800 on Etsy and people gave us a bunch of free, like half the stuff was free extra bonus goodies, and then the rest of the stuff is $11. Let's put this all to the test and see. While the extra money we have spent certainly has not given us any extra FPS, it'll give us some extra CPS. Not Child Protective Services. Cool points and style. So just as a refresher, this system, as flashy as it is using very much standard components. This is an Intel Core i5-10600K, as well as an RTX 3060 and 16 gigs of RAM. So, I mean, according to Steam, this is as average components get. Time to get #1 victory royale, let's go. There we go, look at that. I'm so good at Fortnite. I mean, this is obviously a great experience, right? No, run away. We're rocking 120 FPS, 1080p, no problems whatsoever. If this is what the average person is using, they're actually getting a pretty good experience. Like, realistically, I mean, uh-oh, I disconnected. What? Wait, I lost internet and yet the game is still continuing? What? Well, I got confused. I really think that if this is the average system that people are using, it's actually really not bad. Now, I'm not gonna talk to you at all about the price to performance of taking the most average system and upgrading it. But once you can play a game at a nice smooth frame rate at decent settings, everything else on top of that, it's nice for future proofing and blah, blah, blah. But look, ultimately, are you really gonna notice that big of a difference? Is it gonna change your experience that much? I would argue no. If you really want a PC to exemplify your creativity, if you really wanna show off what you're all about, you could actually save some money and instead of buying a 4070 Super or whatever, put that towards some cool Etsy accessories. Like, I actually think that for a lot of people, the wow factor of this system is worth something. Maybe not $800, but legitimately, this is a very usable setup. I'm pretty happy with how we were able to turn the most boring gaming PC in the universe into something that, honestly, it's a vibe. Is it your vibe? I'm not sure. Did I win by doing literally nothing? Yes, I did. But sometimes in life, much like with Etsy, you get what you get, and you're either happy with it, or you gotta go and return your crystals.
On the bright side, you're a crystal girl now.
Hey, shout out.
Well, ever since Mercury's been in retrograde, I've been feeling a kind of way, like I spent too much money on Etsy.